Hello friends, welcome to my channel. This is Charan. This is the last video series of student management system in ASP.NET C# coding. And here we got the final output. Let's enter the login details of the admin. The admin user ID is the admin and the password is admin123. Login. After I log in successfully, it redirects to the admin page. Now I'm selecting the tables, the course table, submit. Notice here the course table is binded to the grid view control with the edit and delete options. Before, we don't have any edit and delete link buttons. Now we got here. Let's check in the student table. We got the edit and delete. And the last table is the tutor. Submit. The tutor table got edit and delete links. Now let's add a new record, student. The student name is Vijay Kumar. The father name is Raju. Father phone number is something 3567 and the email is Raju, and the email I'm adding vijay@gmail.com. The phone number is 23425. The course name, here the course name we are getting from the course table. If we check the course table, which contains ASP.NET, JavaScript, Java, jQuery and C#, the same values here. Now let's select the Vijay is joining ASP.NET and the course fees of the ASP.NET is 5000. ASP.NET is 5000. Here we got the 5000 and the Vijay is paying the first installment 700. Once I click the tab, see the fees due is 4300 is added. Let's insert the record. Insert record. So here we got a message, the student Vijay is saved successfully and the fees receipt has been sent to vijay@gmail.com, which I have showed in my previous video. Now let's check the admin table. Admin, student table, and here we got the student Vijay is added. Now let's select the course table. We'll change the edit details of the course name C#. Double click the edit button. And notice here we got the update and cancel button for the row 5. I'm changing the C#, the course name is, and the duration is 20 days, and the course fees I'm adding is 1000 rupees. Let's update the record, and the record is updated. Course table, and see here we got the new updated record. The row 5 is C#, the duration is 20 days and the course fees is 1000. Let's check in the database, and the database, I'm executing the course table. So now the course name is C#, the duration is 20 days we have given, the course fees is 1000. We have updated the record course ID in the course table. Now let's delete the record, the course ID 5. Delete the record, and the record is deleted successfully. The grid view is not updating because we have written the code in the button click event. Let's check. It's a course table. See, the record has been deleted. Let's check in the database table. The course table, execute. See, the course name C# has been deleted successfully from this course table. That's it. If you are a first time visitor to my channel, please subscribe to get the latest updates. I strongly recommend please watch my previous videos before watch this video, otherwise you will get confused. Now let's log in with this admin credentials. The user ID of the admin is admin and the password is admin123 login. After I log in successfully, it redirects to the admin page. Now in the admin page contains the drop down list control and button control, and this drop down list contains the table names from the database table, the course table, student table and tutor table. So admin can select to view the details of these tables. For example, if the admin selects the course table, click submit, and here we got that records of the course table. The tutor table, submit, here we got the tutor table. And I also have showed in my previous videos how to add the student details. The tutor page contains the tutor details and the course details, which I have showed in my previous videos. So now in the admin page, I want to add the functionality to the admin. Admin can able to edit, delete and update the records of these three tables from this admin page. So let's start the coding part. Open Visual Studio, stop debugging, and this is a code to bind the data into a grid view control 1, which is a grid view ID, and we are selecting the tables from the drop down list control. And now what I'm doing, switch to the admin page, the source page. Instead of one grid view control, I'm adding 3 grid view controls. To achieve the edit, update and delete functionality, we require the 3 grid view controls. Now the first grid view, I'm adding the ID GD is the course for the course table, course table, and the second grid view ID I'm changing to grid view student, and the third one for the GD tutor. After adding these 3 grid view controls, switch to the code behind. After the fill button control event, if condition, if the admin selects the course table, drop down list 1 dot selected item dot text double equals to the table name is a course table, copy that one, paste here. If the admin selects the course table, I want to display the grid view GD course. So GD course dot visible, it's a visible, is equals to true. And I want to hide the student and tutor table false. So which is the hide? False. GD tutor dot visible is equals to false. Let's bind the data. GD course dot data source is equals to DT, and GD course dot bind method. Else if drop down list 1 dot selected item dot text double equals to, between double quotes, if the admin selects the student table, I want to show only the student grid view control, so I don't require this one here. The GD student dot visible is equals to true. GD student GD course dot visible is equals to false, and the last grid view for the tutor I'm making visible false. After that, let's bind the data. GD student dot data source is equals to DT. GD student dot add the bind method. And the last one, else let's copy this one, paste here. The tutor table I'm making true, copy this one, let's add at the top, and I'm making the student and course tables or grid view controls visible false. GD tutor data source DT, and I'm binding the data to the GD tutor grid view control. That's it. We have added the functionality if condition. After adding this if condition in the button control, now switch to the admin source page. Now in the grid view control GD course, I'm adding the link buttons, the edit and delete. So the property is auto generate edit button is equals to true, and the second auto generate delete button is equals to true. Let's add these two properties the rest of the grid view controls for the student and the tutor. Now let's check the edit and delete link buttons are added to our grid view controls or not. In the design page, see here we got the edit and delete links are added for these three grid view controls. Now select the grid view 1, go to properties, and notice in the GD course properties there is a fourth option which is an event. Select that one. We require the 4 events. One is a row cancel edit. Here we got the row cancel edit for the grid view course. Again switch to the admin page. We require the updating. Go to properties again, editing, and the last one we require the deleting. So we got here 4 grid view events: row cancel edit, row updating, row editing, and row deleting. First, the row cancel editing, I'm adding GD course dot edit index is equals to -1. The -1, which means I'm cancelling the edit, the record, and the row editing, I'm adding GD course dot edit index is equals to e dot new edit index. And now after edit the records, now I want to update the records into a database table. Now let's add the functionality. I'm adding grid view row. We require the grid view row class. I'm adding row is an object. To update a record, we require the row of the particular grid view control. So GD course dot rows property e dot row index semicolon. After we got the selected row to update the records, now we require that row ID, which is a course ID. So for that I'm declaring an integer variable. Course ID is equals to GD course dot data keys e dot row index dot values is 0. And notice here we got a small red error mark, so which is the convert type object to int. So let's convert that to int 32. So once we got a particular row ID, now let's change the cells of a row string. The cell names, switch to the course table. In the course table we have 4 columns: CNAME, duration, and CFees. Let's add those columns there. The object name CNAME is equals to GD course dot sorry, not GD course. Here I'm adding the row, this object row dot cells. The cell I'm adding 2. The CNAME is a cell 2. 1 is CID, CNAME is 2. Dot controls 0 as I'm adding the control text box control. Dot put this in the bracket. Dot text. Let's copy this one, paste here and paste here. And the second one, which is the duration, copy this one, paste here. The cell number is a 3, and the last one is the fees is a 4. 2 3 4. The row number, the cell number is 4. So let's write the functionality string main con is equals to configuration manager dot connection strings. Between double quotes I'm adding my connection string name is the my connection. Copy that one. Dot connection string SQL connection SQL con is equals to new SQL connection. In this SQL connection I'm adding main con object. String SQL query is equals to, here the SQL query is the update statement. Update, the table name is course table. I'm updating the course table. Set the column names, cname, copy this one, is equals to at cname, comma. The second column name is duration, copy that one, paste here, is equals to at duration. This is equals to, comma. The last one is C fees, copy that one. C fees is equals to at C fees, where the course ID we require CID, copy that one, is equals to at CID, semicolon. And this is the update statement to update the record in the course table. After that, SQL con dot open method. Let's close the connection string with the close method. Now between open and close I'm adding SQL command class. SQL com is equals to new SQL command. The SQL command takes two parameters. The first one is the command text, which is a SQL query, and the second one is the connection object, which is a SQL con. Copy that one and paste here. SQL com dot parameters dot add with value, double quotes. The parameter name, the first one is at CID, copy that one, and the object value we are getting from this course ID, semicolon. The second add with value is a cname, copy that one, cname. Here we got the cname, the value we are getting from the duration. Let's add the duration, this one, and the C fees, the fees value we are getting from this string fees. After that, we require SQL com dot execute non-query method. That's it. We have added the update functionality in the grid view course table. Now we require the delete functionality. So to delete a particular record, we require the row ID of the table. So to get the row ID, I'm just copying this part to get the course ID. After that, I'm adding this part. I'm just deleting the update statement. Instead of update, I'm adding the delete statement. Delete from the table name is course table, where the course ID. After that, SQL com dot parameters dot add with value. The add with value between double quotes, I'm adding CID at CID. the course ID object value we are getting from this int course ID, semicolon, SQL com dot execute non-curly method. Let's close the connection string, close method. That's it. We have added the functionality for the grid view course table, the edit, update and cancel. Now switch to the admin page. Now again select the grid view control. Now let's create the 4 events for this grid view 2, which is a GD student. Go to properties, row cancel edit, again admin page, go to properties, updating, row updating, admin page, go to properties, row deleting, admin page, go to properties, row editing, and here we got the 4 events of the GD student. So the row cancel edit, I'm adding this line, copy this one, the same functionality, just we have to change the grid view IDs, GD student, because it's a student grid view control. And the row editing, this is the row editing, copy this one, the row editing, paste here. Instead of GD course, I'm adding GD student. Now in the row updating, after edit we have to update. So let's copy this part, add in the GD student row updating. Go to table, in the student table, the student ID, the values here the values you can add anything. Just for the convenient purpose, I'm adding the same column names from the table. Just change this grid view student, and here also grid view student. The second column name is the student F name, copy this one, student F name, which is a second cell, and the third cell is the student last name, copy that one, paste here. The fourth one is the student father name, copy this one, paste here. Let's create some more variables for the rest of the columns. Student father phone, student email, the father phone number cell is 5th and the email is 6. Student phone, copy that one. Here we don't require these brackets. The cell number 7, course join, the cell number 8, course fees, the cell number 9, the first installment, copy that one. This is the cell number 10. Let's add one more variable for the fees due, copy that one, fees due, and the cell number is 11. And the last column is a join date. I don't want to change the update the join date column. Now in the update statement, update the table name is student table, add the student table, set student F name, student L name, student father name, comma, student father phone is equals to at student father phone, student email, copy this one, paste here, is equals to at student email, copy, student phone, at student phone, comma, course join is equals to at course join, course fees is equals to at course fees, comma, first installment, comma, fees due, copy that one, paste here, is equals to at fees due, where the student ID at student ID, and this is the update statement. And here the add with values, the student F name, the value is student F name, student last name, copy this one, paste here. Here the column names and the variables I have given both same, so I'm adding from here only, student form name, copy this one, paste here. After student father name, we require the student father phone number, student father phone, student email, student phone, course join, the column name, course fees, copy this one, paste here, copy the first installment, copy this one, and the last one is the fees due. That's it. We have added the code to update the statement. Now we require the delete functionality. The same thing, just instead of writing the same functionality, I'm just copying that part and pasting here in the GD student row delete event. Here the course ID, I'm adding the student ID, change the grid view name, grid view student, and delete from the table name is a student, where the student ID and the student ID. The parameters student ID, execute non-query method. 4 events. Now we require the events for the grid view 3 for the GD tutor. Open properties, select the cancel edit. Here we got the row cancelling edit for the GD tutor. Go to admin page, properties, row updating, admin page, go to properties, row deleting, admin page, go to properties, and editing, row editing. Now in the GD tutor row editing, I'm adding row cancelling edit, copy that one, row cancelling editing, edit, paste here. In the row editing here, I'm copying this part, paste here. Let's change the GD tutor, the grid view ID, and here the GD tutor, the grid view ID. After that, after edit the records, we need to update. So I'm just copying this part. The functionality is same. We have to change the SQL statement and the column names. the GD student, I'm adding GD tutor. Here also GD tutor. The column names, the column ID is TID, copy that one, TID, TName, the cell values, TName, T-email, copy that one, T-email, the tutor phone, the cell number 4, the course, tutor qualification, copy that one, and the join date. I'm not adding the join date to update the record. So now here the update, the table name is a tutor, copy that one, paste here. Let's add the column names, student name, email, it's a student, not student name, it's a T name, it's a T name. Let's copy this one, T name, T email, T phone, the tutor phone, tutor course, qualification. So let's delete these columns which we don't require, where the TID at TID. Let's add the column names, T name, the T name, T email, T phone, T course, T qualification. Let's close, let's delete that one. That's it, we have added the update statement for the tutor table. Make sure we check again, cells text box. I hope everything is okay in this update statement. Now the row deleting, I'm copying from the grid view student row deleting event, the same code we require, just we need to change the grid view IDs, GD tutor and TID tutor ID here, and delete from the table name is a tutor, where TID, the tutor ID, and here also we need to check. After add the values, we are executing non-query method. That's it, we have written the coding part, updating, cancelling, delete and edit. Now the most important, in the admin page, go to the source page. Now we require the property called data key names is equals to, now in this property data key names we need to add the auto ID primary key value, which is a row IDs. The GD course, in the course table the primary key is a CID. Let's add that one, because we are editing and deleting the rows based on the column IDs. And the same thing, data key names is equals to, for the student table, and this is the student table, the student ID. Copy this one, paste here, and data key names is equals to the last one, tutor ID, which is the TID. Let's copy that one and paste here. That's it, we have done the complete coding part. Now let's check the results. Google Chrome. And here we got the final output. Let's enter the login details of the admin. The admin user ID is the admin and the password is admin123. Login. After I log in successfully, it redirects to the admin page. Now I'm selecting the tables, the course table, submit. Notice here the course table is binded to the grid view control with the edit and delete options. Before, we don't have any edit and delete link buttons. Now we got here. Let's check in the student table. We got the edit and delete. And the last table is the tutor. Submit. The tutor table got edit and delete links. Now let's add a new record, student. The student name is Vijay Kumar. The father name is Raju. For the phone number is something 3567 and the email is Raju, and the email I'm adding vijay@gmail.com. The phone number is 23425. The course name, here the course name we are getting from the course table. If we check the course table, which contains ASP.NET, JavaScript, Java, jQuery and C#. The same values here. Now let's select the Vijay is joining ASP.NET and the course fees of the ASP.NET is 5,000. ASP.NET is 5,000. Here we got the 5,000 and the Vijay is paying the first installment 700. Once I click the tab, see the fees due is 4,300 is added. Let's insert the record. Insert record. So here we got a message, the student Vijay is saved successfully and the fees receipt has been sent to vijay@gmail.com, which I have showed in my previous video. Now let's check the admin table. Admin, student table, and here we got the student Vijay is added. Now let's select the course table. We'll change the edit details of the course name C#, double click the edit button, and notice here we got the update and cancel button for the row 5. I'm changing the C#, the course name is, and the duration is 20 days, and the course fees I'm adding is 1,000 rupees. Let's update the record, and the record is updated. Course table, and see here we got the new updated record. The row 5 is C#, the duration is 20 days and the course fees is 1,000. Let's check in the database, and the database, I'm executing the course table. So now the course name is C#, the duration is 20 days we have given, the course fees is 1,000. We have updated the record course ID in the course table. Now let's delete the record, the course ID 5. Delete the record, and the record is deleted successfully. The grid view is not updating because we have written the code in the button click event. Let's check. It's a course table. See, the record has been deleted. Let's check in the database table. The course table, execute. See, the course name C# has been deleted successfully from this course table. That's it.